Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Aenea. I am here to be your messenger. So I invite you to take a sip of whatever you're drinking, water, tea, coffee. Eee! Nova's drinking some water with us. I am having cacao right now with honey. It's so delicious. So thank you, Mama Cacao. Thank you, Earth. Thank you, Allah. I felt called here today to speak to somebody about turkey vultures and generally being misunderstood. Maybe somebody who stands out in dark ways and is then misinterpreted to be into evil things or slash a bad person, even though maybe you just like wearing black, or you aren't super talkative. Maybe you don't smile when you don't want to. And I've been meaning to make a message specifically about turkey vultures for a long time because to me that's their energy part of it. They are almost like Grim Reaper-esque. They're just these big black birds, and when you look at them up close, they have very skeletal features, like no feathers on their head. It's just like pink skin or cartilage. It is a little off-putting, but they're actually so cool and beautiful and also not scary, because I don't know if most people know this. I had to learn this recently, but turkey vultures don't hunt. They just scavenge. So they don't kill anything. They only pick up after what other people have killed. They are like composters. And without species like them, Earth would probably be a lot stinkier. And it's, I want to say people, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, it's people like you that are putting in this work behind the scenes, this dirty, gritty. It's not, it's not praised. It's not really seen. And if it is seen, it's like, that's someone else's job. I don't deal with that, you know? And you're not given recognition is what just came through. Like, you're not given in the trees, the wind just started up. You're not given recognition for the hard, gritty work that you do in the dark a lot of times. Like, people are not noticing it, whether it's they actually don't see it or it's overlooked. It is not valued at what it should be valued as. And composters like turkey vultures are key. They are pivotal, and they do their work with no praise. They're very humble. Whoever I'm talking to is very humble, but you are being made out to be the villain in a way, to be something that you're not. And the only reason that they're doing that is because it's easy to paint someone like you as that person because of society being small-minded, racist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, whatever it is that they're discriminating against you for. Unfortunately, a lot of people are predisposed to looking at you and hearing someone be like, oh, that's the culprit. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, would have suspected. Which is messed up. Definitely messed up. Because I'm not getting any sort of dangerous, malicious, hateful energy from you at all. I'm getting minding your business, like doing your thing. And you don't really need the recognition. Like, you deserve it because you're doing a lot of hard work, but you don't really care. You're not really one for the limelight. you might actually stray away from attention, even though people are interpreting you as someone who is like attention seeking, maybe because you dress and you stand out or whatever it is. And meanwhile, it's like you dress like that because you like to do that, because it makes you happy, because it makes you feel like yourself. I also am being called right now to show this. This is a clip. I'm not wearing it right now because I just got out of the bath and I'm just letting my hair dry, but I wanted to show this to you. So butterflies have been coming through, particularly green and blue and black, some orange. Turkey vultures, which are also called peace eagles, I learned, which I'm like, I love that. And it's like nobody talks about that. Everybody's like, oh, look at the eagle, look at the hawk. And they're great. I love those birds too. But nobody's really giving turkey vultures love. Like, you deserve love. Like, you're not getting the love you deserve. Also, 666 is coming through. And with that, that's a loaded angel number. So unfortunately, I do have to preface that I mean nothing demonic or evil by that. It actually stands for harmony, like harmonious balance. And it is an angel number. So it's just hand in hand with this message, because it's like turkey vultures, black, being associated with villain, bad omen energy, and 666, which historically has that reputation, but meanwhile it's something beautiful and loving and kind, you know? So yeah, that's a big message for someone. Crows, of course. Crows and ravens get a lot of love. That's why I wanted to focus on turkey vultures, because I don't really see people talking about them. And the 6 came from seeing them earlier this week. 6 of them gliding. Oh my God. If you've never seen a turkey vulture and they're near you, like, I implore you to look into the sky when you have time, when you're not driving a vehicle, you know, be safe. But look up, because they just glide, they coast, and they're so, I just love the way they fly. And you can tell it's a turkey vulture versus a hawk. A hawk is gonna flap a bit more and circle, and turkey vultures just be chilling. Like, they are just coasting up there, riding the warm air. Whenever I see them flying, I'm like, that looks like so much fun. That looks like the best time ever. So maybe you are also, despite all of this outside noise, because I am feeling with some people, there's people meddling. There are some people poking and like being intrusive or toxic and not just leaving you alone. But I'm also feeling that you find so much peace in whatever safe space you have created around yourself, whatever work you're doing, whatever sacred practice that you have. It's your bubble, it's your warm air draft that you're gliding on, and like, you are all the way up there. And the people who are commenting and thinking that you're conniving or calculating or all of these things that you're not, are just the little ants on the ground, and you're just up there, can't hear them, can't see them, having the best time ever, not even thinking about them. So I love that. And if you're not in that energy yet, I'm feeling like you're gonna get into that energy of, fuck it, who cares? Like, I can fly, you can fucking fly. Like, you're peaceful, you're safe, you know who you are, and you don't need anyone else to validate that. And that's so powerful, to be in that energy. So many people, like a lot of old versions of me, could not access that energy. Like, that takes inner strength and power to choose yourself and to choose your peace and to ignore what the people around you are saying. Yeah, I need to take a breath. You're someone that waits and watches and listens. And you hear a lot more than people think. You see a lot more. But people don't see a lot more about you. That's the interesting part. People are so focused on these illusions and what they've thought up in their head that they're not actually perceiving you for who you really are. They're not seeing the way your energy moves. They're just seeing their projections of themselves. So if you are getting stuck in overthinking and maybe letting those doubts in and being like, am I doing that? Is that me? Is it my fault? No, it's not. It's them. It's outside noise. And there's a concept I wanted to touch on from a video I posted almost about a year ago now, which is crazy. It's on my YouTube, and it's titled "A Message for You from the Prairie." And currently I'm hearing crickets outside and some cicadas, and it's one of my favorite sounds, but it's just silent except for the cricket and now a plane. But I rewatched that video, and there was a concept in there that I talked about called tainted seeds. And so tainted seeds are programming that other people give you, that society gives you, that your parents give you. We all get handed a bunch of tainted seeds. And they're lies, they're illusions, they're control, they're fear, evil, and hate. It all just boils down to that. So for instance, it could be a super critical program where you're just on your ass all the time and really judgmental, shameful, you can never win sort of energy, and it just perpetuates itself because you're always trying to like be the right fit, but then it's not the right fit. You have to do this, you have to adjust, you have to keep, you're trying to like appease. Most of these seeds have roots in earning, proving, chasing, desperation. Like I said, it all comes back to evil, hate, and fear. You're in a time in your life where you are weeding your garden, your inner garden, and a lot of you are aware of what seeds are doing what seeds are sovereign, they're you, they're your voice, your energy. And then the seeds that are artificial and they were planted there by someone who did not have the best intentions or didn't know what they were planting there. So there's no point in looking to blame anyone. All you need to do is identify what is you and what is not. And find, like, I'm seeing just like a long tangle of threads, and you're finding your way to the end of each thread and being like, oh, that goes there. Okay, that's the plug. Okay, this one goes there. And you're untangling yourself after so long. I have chills. It's been so long. And you're finally just able to say, fuck it. Okay, like, you want to think I'm a bad person because I dress goth? Like, okay, whatever. Like, any type of projection that people are putting on you, that's just the one that's coming through the most strongly to me. But you have found a way to weed out what's not yours and to water and nurture what is. And I'm sensing alchemy energy here. And that is the turkey vulture. It is an alchemist. It is composing. Why am I saying composing? It is composing. Oh my gosh, it's composing the compost that fuels the orchestra, right? Like, I don't know why that came through. So music is coming through really strong, but you're taking something that other people might look at as trash, dirty, gross, and you're changing it into what you want, what's gonna serve you, what's nourishing you, what is, like in my garden analogy, you're making compost, and that compost is nourishing, your plants. And then you're able to grow stronger, better plants. So don't worry about being overlooked. And I know a lot of you have already let go of that need to people please, because you've realized that it doesn't get you anywhere, and it doesn't serve you. It's not serving you. I keep coming to moments of like deep silence and stillness where I just want to like zone off. And that's probably where you find your flow state and your peace, is silence. Or maybe just absence of human activity. Because I don't feel drained in the same way when I'm listening to these crickets versus when I go to a basketball game or something, you know, or a concert or a farmer's market. Even if it's fun, I find that it takes away from my energy, but Earth adds to my energy. So you have sorted through what is taking away and what's adding. You are an alchemist. Like, I'm seeing someone just like throwing shit into a cauldron and you're like, it's coming out gold. Like, you're just, people don't understand how you're whipping what you're whipping, you know? They don't understand how you have this and then you turned it into that. You're very comfortable being alone. And you found your true self in your peace, your solace in yourself in your alone time. In your magic. Yeah, you found your way back to your magic. You're somebody who has always believed in some sort of magic, however you want to look at it. It's maybe what kept you alive. Because we're in a world where the overall message is not super magical. There's a lot of magic out here, a lot of people who believe in it, but mainstream, the phrase that came to my mind is they're building slaves. That's the purpose. They don't want you sovereign. They don't want you free. Because when you're free, you think for yourself. And you realize that that system is leeching off of you. So why would you feed a system that is trying to eat you? You're smart. You're ahead of the game. And I really appreciate your energy. Keep gliding. All right. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And just know that I see you. And your shadow is beautiful too. It does not mean you're evil. So, love you likewise.